Hey guys, we're in focus. We're locked in. Hey everybody, what's going on? You might be thinking, Chris, another outfit roast in the span of 2 weeks? I know. I didn't know the Emmys were happening either. It wasn't until like 2 days before the VMAs where I was like, oh my God, Chris.
Get your fucking ass up and work.
So if you missed the 2024 VMAs outfit roast, that is on my channel. You can go watch that after this. However, it's the Emmys / they were 3 days ago. Yeah, I had no idea the Emmys were happening until I started seeing all the Instagrams, and then I was like, oh, well, I guess the groundhog saw a shadow because we're out of hibernation. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't know what that just meant. We're gonna keep moving. I pulled a bunch of looks from the 2024 red carpet Emmys. I pulled a bunch of, oh my God. I've pulled a bunch of looks from the 2024 Emmys red carpet, and we're just gonna get into it. I am feeling fun, I'm feeling saucy, I'm feeling spicy, and what else am I feeling? I mean, I guess a little horny, but that's like not, yeah, okay. Swing bada 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 wait, this is a fucking computer. What was in my iced tea this morning? Oh, just need to wait, is there actually what am I doing? This is so exciting. It's the first outfit roast I'm doing in the studio. Well, I mean, I guess I did the Met one right there, but that doesn't count. Now I've got all the looks from the red carpet on my computer right here, but I do want to say, as always, this is just meant to be fun. There is nothing meant to be serious. It's people's individual style, which I think is so cool that everybody has, okay? Everybody's outfits are valid. Not everybody's outfits are good, and that's what we're discussing. First up, we have the most recent billionaire, Selena Gomez. I think that she looks good. The dress obviously fits her well. I think it is so incredibly boring. Also, I absolutely hate necklines like this. I just think that it immediately looks like a Dancing with the Stars dress. Change my mind. I don't care. I think it's boring, but I don't think it's bad. The only murder in the building should be the neckline though, and I stand firm on that. Next up, we have Reese Witherspoon and Reese. Girl, what was the reason for this dress? Girl, what the is this? I love Reese Witherspoon. I do not love this dress literally whatsoever. I cannot even believe that a stylist pulled this for Reese Witherspoon. The silhouette is pretty basic. I think the floral is literally so ugly. This looks like a homecoming dress or something. The big little lie that she told was that she liked this dress, and then the stylist was like, perfect, let's go with it. I really just want to ask Reese if this is her personal style, because girl, we need to have a talk. This is just kind of surprising to me that Reese is in this. Am I being a giant bitch? I mean, like, yeah, I am. You don't need to answer that. But like, what in the Macy's prom selection is happening here? Next up, we have edebiri. I think this is the first time I've said this about edebiri, but I absolutely love this. I think it is so flattering. I think it is so visually interesting. All of the red and black sequins, the way the light hits it, how you can still see some of the nude part of the dress. This to me is gorgeous. Like, if they made a suit like this, I would purchase. Also, her hair seems kind of like an afterthought, but it looks gorgeous with this. edebiri, more like edibiri. I don't know, I just meant because she's eating and like you eat at not my best. But this is hers. Oh my God, I could just stare at this pattern all day, but I can't. We must move on. Next up, we have Jennifer Aniston, and I swear to God, every time I see Jennifer Aniston on a red carpet, I feel like she's in a silver dress. I think silver goes great with her. The dress isn't really like doing much for me. It's just a very beautiful silver gown. Her hair, I feel like she constantly just shows up after taking a flat iron through it. I wish maybe something more was done because the dress is so beautiful, but I don't know if I Jennifer Aniston this, but it's pretty, she looks good, and you know what, honestly, the bar is so low, I'll take it. Next up, we have Laura Dern, and Laura, what have you done? This is not like an optical illusion, but it also feels like an optical illusion because like, I don't really care. I mean, is it pretty? It just seems like a very basic, well-made black dress. I don't like the jewelry or how it comes down to like her cleavage. I think if she just had like some sort of silver thing going on, maybe with some diamonds. The necklace and the hair feel very like casual Sunday at the farmer's market, and then the dress feels like, oh, we have the Emmys tonight. To quote Aretha Franklin, gown, beautiful gown. This is like Jennifer Aniston's dress. Like, it's very pretty and they look good and it's not offensive. Maybe I do feel kind of bad for roping Jennifer Aniston into this. Next up, we have Rita Ora and Rita. I'm curious to see what other pictures would show of this outfit, but this image right here, I think is gorgeous. I love this like waterfall of ostrich feathers with the flowiness of the dress coming out. I would maybe put some body makeup where I've got a bad tan line, but I think the hair with the dress with the like this little shawl cape boa thing all works really well together. And this color with her is gorgeous. I'm trying to think of a Rita Ora pun, but now I'm just realizing I literally don't know anything about Rita Ora. Next up, we have Nicola Coughlin, and did Hershey's do something with their kisses? Because it looks different. This is probably one of the worst dresses I think I've ever seen. Even as a concept, I don't understand it. Nicola Coughlin, fire and maybe even go as far as murder whoever put you in this dress. I'm not joking. Honestly, if it didn't have like a Halloween spirit Hershey Kiss costume around the waist, I think it would be a much more beautiful dress. You can't have the bold shoulder and the bold waist. Also, why does she look like she is about the size of a Sunny Angel? Like, it looks like she is yay big. No, but like, what is this? Who made this? Who made this? That's who I want to have a word with. Who made this? I'm Nicola Coughlin because this is making me sick. Next up, we have Mindy Kaling, and honestly, I think Mindy looks really good. And I don't know how many times I've said that. The dress is giving like this Maleficent vibe with like these like horns or whatever. I think she looks phenomenal in it. I love the way the shoulders kind of add some architecture. Even like the glitter and the sparkles, I think add a nice touch. I kind of wish maybe they went down the other side as well, but maybe I don't. Who knows? Honestly, I'm really shocked. Mindy Kaling, Mindy killed it. This is a win I will take because we've seen some other Mindy projects and no, they are bad. So comparatively in her fashion journey, this feels like a big win. Next up, we have Jonathan Bailey, and Jonathan Bailey, I don't even have anything to say. You're really hot. And even if you're not hot, you're serving like on a silk platter here. I know that you might be thinking, Chris, but he's in a black tux. This feels like a fun, more fashion-forward way of doing the black tux, okay? This open silk shirt with the cummerbund and just the glasses, it's very, very hot. Like someone put some Jonathan Bailey's in my coffee, because woo, this is making me feel things. No, maybe the bar is just really low for men. I do like this though. I think that more men should take note of this. There just feels like there's a little bit of feminine energy, but with like an overarching kind of masculinity. And now I feel like I just sound like I'm on like Fashion Police. Yeah, I really can't complain about this. What has happened to me? I feel like I used to be such a judgmental I guess motherhood has changed me. I don't even know what that means. I don't have a kid. I have two. They're dogs. Next up, we have Matt Bomer. And Matt, this is a bummer. Like on one hand, the bar is low where I'm like, yay, it's not a black and white tux. But then I'm like, you chose to dress like a bruise? Not even a cute bruise. It's like one of the bruises that's like gnarly and you wake up and you're like, how did I get this? Except I don't want to know how you got this. I want you to return this. This is not the kind of representation LGBT people need. This is a disgrace. Is Jonathan Bailey gay? What's going on with him? Is he single? Bailey privately came out as gay to friends and family in his early 20s? Woo! This is a win. I love that I needed to Google that as if I couldn't have just looked at his outfit. Matt Bomer, go home, change, take notes from Jonathan Bailey, and then come back. Next up, we have Jeremy Allen White, or Jeffrey Allen White. What the fuck is his name? The guy from The Bear. I gotta say, I can't bear the black and white tux. I really can't. I think he looks good. I think it's tailored nicely, and it looks good on him. I just think there's so many other ways to look really elegant and classy while not doing a basic black tux and white shirt. He's really putting the Y in Jeremy Allen White. Next up, we have Viola Davis, and much like the colors, I am divided. On one hand, I think there is potential, and on the other hand, burn it. I think if the dress had more fabric draping and it was a little more airy, the black and white being separated would look a little bit better. Yeah, Viola, I'm gonna play the violin, because this is sad. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like the neckline. I don't like the black and white separation in more than one way, but I'm specifically talking about this dress. It's not doing a lot for me, and I don't think it's doing a lot for her. She's like, I'm a great actress, and I don't even think I can act through this smile. Next up, we have Sofia Vergara, and wow, are Sophia and Vergara in attendance tonight? I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. Even with like that little like 3-inch space between the boob circles, like I think that kind of adds visual interest to this whole dress. And the way that it's all ruched towards like her literal Vergara adds some nice detail that's still subtle, but makes the dress a little more exciting than just like a red dress. The hair definitely feels like an afterthought, and I wish was a little bit different because it kind of makes this look a little less elevated in my opinion. Like her hair being like this just looks like she is on Selling Sunset. And honey, I'm not buying it. Next up, we have Meryl Streep. I think that this soft pink looks absolutely perfect on her, especially in coordination with her eye makeup. I think that's eye makeup. If it's not, girl, I'm also tired. I get it. Also, I just kind of love this like little pussy bow. Like, I'm not making that up. I'm pretty sure that's called a pussy bow. She feels like one of those people that can do no wrong. Although I've seen her and she has done some wrong. I never thought that an Ellen DeGeneres cosplay would be a serve, but Meryl Streep continuously delivering. Next up, we have Maya Rudolph. And Rudolph, this is why they didn't let you play any reindeer games. Cause girl, what the f is this? It's really amazing that Maya Rudolph is extremely funny and talented because this dress is not... I'm trying to think of like what notes I would have, but I think it would just be to get a different dress. Like even she in this picture is just like, yeah, I'm not really sure about it either. I think if it didn't have so many ruffles all over it, it would feel a little different. And I do think like this dress with those boots makes this feel like very like yeehaw anthropology cowgirl kind of vibes. And I'm not loving the vibes. Oh, Maya Rudolph. Not your best. Next up, we have Brie Larson, who I literally thought was a Real Housewife from Beverly Hills. I don't love. I will say I am biased because I hate this silhouette. I think it's like traditionally beautiful. Yes, I see it. To me, it is so boring and it also just feels like such a safe play. I don't know where this beef started. I don't understand like the little mini version over the longer version. I don't understand like all the weird piercings along the boobies. I think objectively, yes, she looks good. I just think that this is so boring and so safe and just says so little about her. This to me is just a fucking snooze fest. Thank God you're in a Marvel movie because that's the only Marvel happening here. Next up we have Sarah Paulson. Help! Help! The stylist is escaping! Girl, what is this? Besides American Horror Story season 20. If this blue dress just like went down, that would be less offensive. It then having a black train pop out underneath and then having a white bow on the back. Girl, pick a struggle. You can't have them all. Let's be honest, Sarah Paulson, this is a mess. Next up we have Kristen Wiig, and why am I kind of wigging out over this? I really like this a lot, and I feel like this might be a controversial one because I think this is a dress you either love or you hate. I think that this is just very interesting and not a gown I feel like I've seen before. I am sort of ambivalent of how I feel about like the finish of the bottom as opposed to it being like flat across, but I think I like that it comes to like all these different little points. I think the whole look is a Chris 10 out of 10. I really am pulling puns from anywhere I can take them. Next up we have Quinta Brunson, who is looking like a sexy little oil spill, and I love this. What I love even more is that this picture, they chose to post the side without the bows. Ooh, honey, they were quintessentially terrible. But everything about it without the bows, I mean, this is a serve. This is like Abbott's grad school. You know, there's nothing elementary about this. I just cannot stop looking at this. I love the effect that this kind of material has when light hits it. And the hair, I mean, just very good. We just do not need the bows. Put the bows down where we can see them. Next up, we have Dakota Fanning. Will someone tell her that we're trying to match our foundation to our skin tone, not our Emmys dresses? Why does this look the exact same color as her skin? Besides the dress looking like she's just going straight to prom, I do think that like the concept of the pearls on this champagne kind of silk is really pretty. What this little fold coming down from her titties is doing is beyond me. I think that is so fucking hideous. And then her hair really looks like she forgot to do it. Overall, there's no need to fan yourself because this is not hot. This is very room temp, and some might even say, I don't know what some might say. I just think it's awful. Next up, we have Naomi Watts, and it doesn't look like any of the outlets where she got prepared for this event had any Watts because what happened to the steamer, girl? I'm trying to think if this wasn't as wrinkled as my forehead without Botox, would I like the dress? And I think maybe. I think it would fall into like the very like bare minimum basic, doesn't look good, doesn't look bad category. The Selena Gomez category. I think the color looks really great with her skin and her hair and everything. I just really can't get over the fact it looks like she was balled up and thrown in the trunk of a car as her transportation to the Emmys. Like, Naomi, when we're saying we want to see wrinkles, it's in reference to the Kardashians face tuning their pictures, not your dress for the Emmys. I don't iron or steam anything, and even I wouldn't show up with this many wrinkles. Next up, we have Reba McIntyre, who is just serving little gay leprechaun, and I am obsessed with it. Oh, I'm not obsessed with the outfit at all. Just this little image, obsessed. I do love when someone with orange hair wears green. I just think that that is spectacular. Reba McIntyre, you have my entire heart. This outfit doesn't. I'm trying to figure out if I like the patterns on it. I think I do, because otherwise this would just feel really cheap. But I also think it kind of clashes with like whatever silver undergarment she has on. Definitely not a fan. Reba, I think we gotta throw out the entire outfit. Next up we have Anna Sawai, and I am asking Sawai to a lot of this. I'm wondering if she got ready in the same room that Naomi Watts did, because she doesn't look like she knows what a steamer is either. I think her face card has an unlimited balance, but the rest of this is declined by the bank for fraud, because whoever is your stylist is a fraud. I don't really understand what like the little coochie curtains are. I don't understand again why it's not steamed, and also it just kind of feels flat. Like I don't know how else to say it. It just feels flat. It's like a paper tablecloth. Like it's just like, okay. Yeah. Next up we have Greta Lee. I think I like this a lot. I don't feel like I've seen a neckline like this before. And I know it just looks like she's like a sexy set of curtains. I feel like so many red carpet looks at events like the Emmys or the Oscars or the Grammys are very like hard, structured. And this just feels really soft and elegant while being different. I will say that little purple star on the carpet is kind of making me wish she had some sort of like purple heel. I don't know. I just think that that would look really gorgeous with this, but I kind of love this. It's like serving sexy nightgown. Am I insane? I have no regret when I say I love this dress. Next up we have Katherine OHara, and I think this dress is beautiful. It's like a sexy chic coral reef. I don't know what this Taylor Swift trend is of just not doing your hair, but I definitely don't love what her hair is doing. I think that this dress is really pretty. I hate the clutch. Hate the clutch. But like, I just kind of hate clutches in general. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would really change is the hair. I would have done maybe like an updo, perhaps. I don't know, just really anything but this. Next up we have Kristen Baranski, and I'm like captivated at the way the light is hitting this dress. Gorgeous. That being said, I don't know why we needed to have flowers on the dress. This dress without the flowers, stunning. I do think it could be tailored maybe like 2 inches shorter. Honestly, with the hair, the earrings, the shoes even, she looks like a gold bar Ansky. I don't know who this is. I'm just using her name as puns. I'm pretending the flowers aren't there, and this is like mesmerizing. Next up we have Bowen Yang, and he said, "Fuck a bowen tux. I'm wearing this." Again, I don't know if the bar is just so low for men that I'm like, I love this because it's not a black suit with a white shirt, but I really like this. I do wish the suit was maybe a different color, but that is like my own personal beef I think I have with white suits. But I think he looks great. I love that this is different. I love the visual interest that this shirt underneath. Hello? Whatever demon is inside me, get out. Ooh. No, I think this is good. I think it feels a little casual for the Emmys, but overall, I don't necessarily hate this. Next up, we have Amber Sharday Robinson, and what the f happened to Galinda, the good witch? Honey, I'm gonna need some Amber Chardonnay because this dress is pushing me to drink. I'm sorry, but this is just bad. This woman seems like such a sweetie, and her stylist does not. This feels like what JoJo Siwa would be wearing if she was cast in like a live action My Little Pony. I don't know how to describe that, but that is what I'm getting from this, and that I'm sticking with. This is like the garment version of a pinkety drinkety or whatever the f that shit is. I don't know if I'm more confused that she agreed to wear this, that the stylist pulled this, or that someone made this. Next up we have Alan Cumming, and I'm doing anything but. Yes, he checks the box of not wearing a basic tux, but I don't understand what is with the plaid material coming out of the tux and coming around the shoulder and then draped over his arm like he's a sexy little Scottish waiter. I think if he just had the tux with the plaid and the kilt and the pants, it would be a far more digestible outfit. The fabric coming out just feels like we needed to make this feel like it was something more than this, and it's like, no, you don't. You just look like a magician who has like a never-ending picnic blanket. It's like, okay, we got it. Thank you, little Mr. Magician. Next up we have Rupaul, and obviously I wish he came in drag because mother, you're at the Emmys for RuPaul's Drag Race. Also, I just think it would be so fun to see him eat up the other girls here. But for being in boy drag, I think that this is fun. It's different. It's obviously very flamboyant. The boots, the way I'm about to go go online and look for these boots. He is serving boots down. Honestly, I know it's kind of teetering on the line of basic, but I think that this is a really nice, great way to wear like the classic black suit. Some like sort of embellishment on the lapel, a good heeled boot, and the red glasses. Is that something that we all are gonna be doing now, is wearing red glasses? Seen it twice now. Next up we have Walton Goggins. I'm happy that I sung that instead of saying what I was gonna say. Like, what in the Narcos is happening here? Walton Goggins, what's happening inside of that noggin? Honestly, it all just looks really disheveled, and it looks like he is a drug dealer that someone brought as their +1 so that they would have a supply at the Emmys. I'm so sorry that I literally just called this man a drug dealer. I mean, I guess I don't know that he isn't, but this is all alleged or something. Next up, we have Bobby Berk, and oh my god. Bobby, aren't you on a show teaching straight men how to get their together? Let's get the outfit together first. Bobby, blink twice if you need help, or a makeup wipe, because the eyeliner is only making your eyes look smaller. And this outfit, if this is how he's dressing with a queer eye, I don't want to know what he would do with a straight guy. This is doing a disservice to queer eyes everywhere. I mean, even he looks sad to be wearing this. Like, you're not eating in this. In fact, this garment is eating you. So poorly proportioned. If I saw him in this and then he came to my house to film the next season of Queer Eye, much like the Christian people trying to get me to join the church again, I would say, no thank you, no one's home. Not interested. This is just really dark. And suddenly, I feel okay about men wearing black tuxes and white shirts. Next up, we have Liza Koss. I think that this is so beautiful. This green color, I think, matches her perfectly, and the subtle little diamond necklace works perfectly. My only note is I wish the dress kind of gave her a little more shape. It just sort of feels like she is like a rectangular tube. But I think she looks gorgeous. I think the dress is pretty. The material kind of looks a little cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but overall I think she looks magnificent in this. I bet she had these other green with envy. Next up we have Dame Kristen Scott Thomas, and god dame, this is not good. This is just bad. Do I need to describe why this is bad? Or like, do we all just like see why this is bad? I think Helen Keller sees why this is bad. As a positive, I think the soft purple with her skin and her hair is really beautiful and flatters her well. And then like, that's sort of where the flattery ends. I don't love the way the material is bunching up here. I don't really love the clutch or the shoes. And then the gloves. What is going on with the gloves? I had no idea that Skims made dishwasher gloves. I just think that this entire outfit ages her 15 years, 20 years. I just don't like this. The only note I would have is to start over. Oh, okay, and just like that, that's where we're ending. All right, well, that concludes the 2024 Emmys red carpet outfit roast. I would like to not only roast, but burn a lot of these outfits. Leave a comment down below who you think was best and worst dressed, but I think best dressed definitely consists of edebiri, Jonathan Bailey, Greta Lee, and Kristen Wiig. I do want to add Quinta Brunson to that if the bows get removed, because otherwise it's amazing. Oh, and then worst dress. Nicola Coughlin absolutely is on that list. Bobby Berk absolutely on that list. The live action My Little Pony person is on that list. Reese Witherspoon is on that list. Dame Kristen Scott Thomas is absolutely on the list. Walton Goggins, Sarah Paulson, Naomi Watts. Okay, I'm just like listing off pretty much everybody else. This felt very different than the VMAs, obviously, because this is a much more formal event. I want to say I liked a good amount of outfits we saw today, but I think the record's gonna show that I didn't. I think there were a lot of average outfits, you know, very middle of the road, very safe. And you know what? In this day and age, I'll take safe. The bar, so low. I do a bunch of outfit roasts, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss another one. Again, be sure to comment down below who you thought was best and worst dressed. Like this video and stay safe out there, guys. There are so many ugly outfits. Dear God. If you haven't seen my VMAs outfit roast, go watch that now. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!